The bids came in over $17,000. $17,000. Good morning. I'm Mark. Welcome back to the farm. So today I've already done the chores, and it's a nice morning for it. The sun's out, skies are clear. It was in the low 40s this morning, but that's heating up fast with the sun coming up. And so today I don't have a lot on the agenda, but I got two things I do have to do. Number one, I got to clean the brooder, right? I took the chicks out the other day, and it's time to get that thing scrubbed down and ready to receive the next batch whenever I decide that's going to be. And I'll take the shavings from that and I'll put it on the compost pile with the rest of the stuff just to add more carbon to all of the chicken remains that I put in there from our harvest the other day. And the other thing that's happened today is kind of exciting. It's part of my longer-term plan. This one took a while to get together, but I've got some main gates coming today for the farm. And it's, going to have solar-powered opening and closing arms and that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a project, but those are scheduled to be delivered sometime today. I think it's being delivered by the cable company sometime between sunup and sundown. So I'm looking forward to getting those here on property and then figuring out what I need to do to get that installed. So that's coming up. So how do you know when you haven't got your chicken remains buried well enough in a compost pile? How about all the buzzards that are hanging out of your compost pile? Honestly, I think I'm just going to let them finish. Well, the helicopter went over and all the vultures flew away. So it was starting to smell. It had been dug up by something during the night. I noticed that this morning. And the smell is what drew the birds in. So I put my cage back together here. I got in, I moved some stuff around, I wetted it down, and I put in a whole bunch more carbon. And then, and I'm talking carbon, I'm talking about wood chips and hay and all that kind of stuff. And what I did is I raked up the hay in the barn. It was on the floor that the cows were not going to eat. And I brought that out and put it on there. And so then you can see that with the used wood shavings and all that stuff, all wetted down really good. Right now there's no smell, and all of the flies that were there have moved on to other places, like over to this one, which there's not much. They're all just standing around the wood wondering what to do now, which is a good thing. I guess that takes care of that for a little while until something comes and digs it up tonight, maybe. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it could. So this may be an ongoing battle for a little while. We'll figure it out. No sign of the gates yet, but hopefully they'll show up soon. I'm supposed to get a call from the guys. Good morning. Man, this is beautiful. It's in the 50s. The sun is bright. The sky is blue and clear at a million. This is right out of the Rodgers and Hammerstein playbook, right? Right? Oh, what a beautiful morning. You know it, yeah. So gorgeous out here. Oh, man. So yesterday, quick summary. Yesterday, the gate didn't show up. The people who, the delivery company said the gate didn't arrive overnight from Atlanta. And so they expected it to come overnight last night. So they should be delivering it today. And we'll see if they decide to reach out and let me know one way or the other, because yesterday they didn't. So 5 o'clock yesterday, I called them and I'm like, hey, about that delivery, is that coming? They're like, oh no, why would it? The gate didn't come in. So I go, thanks for the notice. So we're going to wait on that today. And that's kind of my big event today, is just to get that in. But I'm good with it. This is a great day. I'll just be out here doing my thing. Got the birds moved this morning, or at least the young girls moved this morning. They were starting to chew up where they were. So you can see they get pretty happy when they first get on new ground, and they ignore feed and they're just all out, checking it all out. Yep. It's a beautiful morning. Tell you what, this was great. He used that, little forklift thing he's got. It's got a 7,000 pound lift capacity. That's pretty awesome. And drove right over here and put it onto the barn. So 6 pieces, all delivered, so 100% good, no damage. That one little box was smushed a little bit, but we cut it open and checked. Everything is good inside. And so this is it. This is the next project I'm going to do here for the farm, is to install an entry gate and then finish building out the fence up to the side of the entry gate so we can actually close the property in. And once we do that, then we move to the next step for property security for our animals, which is going to be dogs. I'm really impressed he got down the road with that thing. That's an 18-wheeler. And that, they said that's coming on a flatbed. I pictured one of those things towed behind like an F-350, because we've had those down here before. That's what the John Deere place does when they come down and pick up the tractor for servicing and whatever. But, oh man, that was he said it was all right. He got down and he just made the tightest turn. So I watched him drive away. So what's going to happen with this gate? Where does it go? Well, the property, that's where we have a gate right now. And it's one of the ones you get out, you open it, you close it. It's just a couple of posts stuck in the ground. It's nothing fancy. And it does the job in terms of discouraging people from trespassing on the property. But the thing is, here is my actual property line. All right, so this piece of land right here actually belongs to my neighbor. And they were really great, and they gave us permission to put the fence down there for the purpose of stopping the kind of intruders and trafficking and trespassing that was going on here, because a lot of it had some nefarious intent. And it was in everybody's interest in our little community here up our road to cut that down and minimize it, because people shouldn't be driving through here. It's not a public road. So what am I going to do with this gate? Well, coming back this way a little bit, you can see, I got the fence line along here, and the last post is right here at this tree. That's where the property line makes a right turn, comes this way, and joins up with this fence. So a straight line here is where the actual property line is. I'm thinking about coming in about 15 feet, so say right about here, and putting the gate right here. And if I do that, that'll give me a nice little entry area that we can decorate nice and put flowers and whatever. And that way, when somebody's coming down here, as they approach the gate, they're on our property when they get to the gate, etc. So it's the kind of thing where if anything's happening to the gate, they're on our land, so they're already trespassing if somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing. And so that changes things up a little bit. This is 2 9-foot sections, so the actual width of the opening will be about 18 feet. And we come back in about 15, 20 feet, gates will swing into the property. Now you can see my road is just kind of we had this stuff laid down, and it's pretty narrow. It's nowhere near 18 feet, so the fence line is, the gate's really going to be out over here somewhere. But someday, I don't know, we may widen it, do the whole thing right there at the entrance. I don't know how long it's going to take me, because I'm a little nervous about it's two gates. So, the posts have to be at the right depth, the right width. The fences have to line up when they're stopped. I mean, there's a lot of details going into it, and I haven't done that before. So one more new adventure, like building a pole barn, right? One more new adventure. But I did ask for quotes. When I started looking at this project a while back, I went to a couple of companies. They said, "Can I give me a bid, this approximate size with the electric opening and closing with the remote control and the solar panels and all that." I think they were saying the bid, I don't think I know. The bids came in over $17,000. $17,000. I bought this online for the gates, the posts, everything I need to build. It was $3,700. And I'm going to do the labor myself. Maybe get some friends. Maybe I got some friends who know how to do this, who've done it before. That'd be good. I'll have to ask some of my buddies and see if they've done this before. Is it worth, $14,000 to try? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. You know what? For now, I think that's going to do it from here. We'll talk to you guys later.